Just going to go through these examples. I'm going to go through example 22 on page 140 to start with. At any stage, if you think, right, yep, we know how to do that, we can move on quicker, I guess. So just want to check that you know how to do something like expanding brackets like that. Now put your hand up if you think, yes, I know how to do that. Okay? Sort of?
I don't really know. I can do it without the bracket. I mean, without the roots.
I really do understand surds.
Can I guess? I think I did though, but I think I could.
I'll tell you what, someone that does know, you know, okay? Explain to us.
So the square root of 2, the outside one, is like, can you draw like a line from that one to that one?
So we're expanding the brackets, yeah?
Oh, it's this side?
Yeah.
So we end up doing root 2
times root 2
times root 2
plus root 2 times root 2.
Sorry, did I do the wrong thing then? That shouldn't be a 2, by the way.
What?
Would it be a 3?
What number is it?
3.
Tell you what, just times root 3. Okay. That might make more sense as to why it's a question. Hence I tell you which one so you can point out if I make a mistake. So we just expand brackets, so just to show you it's not anything different than you've already done. I'm sure you are okay if I said, well, it's 3 lots of 2x plus 4. You would tell me that that's 6x plus 12. So we're doing exactly the same thing. I mean, we don't have algebra, we don't have any unknowns. We have all the numbers, lovely numbers, but we don't have numbers that we can just put together because they're irrational. Root 2, root 3, they're irrational, and I can't express them any other way. Okay, so what do I do now then?
Since the root 2 times root 2 just makes 2.
So root 2 times root 2 is 2.
Which is then plus a big root. Yeah. 2 times 3.
Okay. Are you all happy with that at that point?
Which equals 2 root plus 6. And then it equals 2.
2 plus root 6. Okay. So at what point are you not happy?
Okay, well, there's a lot of points. But first, I don't. When do I know? Because sometimes I'm supposed to, other times I'm not.
No, that's not true. That might be what you've picked up. Let's sort that out.
Multiplying for like some. Oh yeah, multiplying it's fine. You can put them together. And then others are like
No, it's adding.
we just barely did.
What we did yesterday was adding. I was confused too by that.
So when we add these times them, but when we don't add, we.
No, that's time
anyway.
Huh?
What?
Wait, so when we add them, what do we do with the little plus sign? What do we use?
I'm so confused.
We're back to surds, guys.
Yeah, and I don't.
No, we've got to sort this out. So if people don't get it, so what we're looking at is yesterday. So.
What is that?
Do you remember splitting a surd up? So we can split the surd by factorising. So I know that root 9 is 3. That's because it's a square number. Root 20 is not a square number, so I can do something else. So I can split 20 into 4 times 5. Okay? But it's factors. 4 times 5. And then I can split that, root 4. Now, if you want to check, because that's root 3 times root 3. Just trying to think what another one would be. Quite difficult actually.
Can we do?
So I just want to let's. So you can split with the factors, and if one of them then can simplify. Now, what we were doing yesterday was on a different page.
Yeah, it was when you were like,
So
it was a number that we couldn't
when we
figure out.
did indice rules, well, not us, but like when we did indice rules,
Yeah.
one of the classes we did like A. Like if we had like we do like A, and then be like to the 3, and then we'd go like equals, and then we could do like that, and then if we had like A 3 plus A 4, we'd be like, and then we'd like add and we.
No, you wouldn't. See, that's the problem, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but like I don't know what it would do. No, I don't know. But basically, like, can we do that in our notes? Because I don't understand. Like, I like to see it written out so I can go back and like understand it.
I'm so confused. What did you write?
Like, it's like a list of like little like equate.
Why did you get
equations.
2? Yeah, where did
No, okay, well I got that wrong. I
Right.
don't know how to do that. But it's like
yeah, where did you get 4?
What I'm trying to get.
12.
Sorry, Jen.
I just a quick question, like the square number that you simplify is called a rational, and the one that you can't simplify.
So a rational number.
Do you call that the radical? The irrational?
Yeah, the radical is the number in the root, right?
Okay. Even
So
in
if the
square
radical is a square number, you can square root it. Therefore, it's a rational.
So a radical is
Right.
just the number.
The radical is just the number inside,
Okay.
right? That's not a big thing.
Yeah.
If the square root can be done, because it's a square number inside, we can write it just as a rational number. So we would say it's a rational surd. So any square root of any of these square numbers, we would say gives a rational result, yeah? But if I've got the square root of anything that's not got a square factor, so the square root of 2 is the square root of a prime number, square root of 3 is another prime number. The square root of any prime number will lead you to an irrational result, which means a number that goes on forever, decimals, non-recurring, is irrational. Okay? Alex, sorry, you have-
So is that the answer?
So this is the answer for this one. Okay? As
Wait. Sorry, if it was a plus, would it be 2 and then 5?
What? Right, okay, let me. You kind of. The reason why we're confusing things is a lot of you are jumping around from different things. So let me try and explain. So when you say if it was a plus, what do you mean?
Like if you were adding it to.
Now give me the example, because I don't know what you mean by if it was a
Switch
plus.
out the multiplication signs with plus, like adding signs.
But that I've started this first question like that, so I can't just flip out. So if I had a different question,
We'd have to look
right?
completely different.
If it was root 5 plus root 5, for instance. Okay.
Isn't that just,
Root 25.
isn't that just
No.
5?
It's 5.
5.
No.
It's 0.
Root-
See, I don't understand.
Is it root
Which,
5?
like,
Is it
when I
10?
add,
Is it 5?
Root that are adding, I don't know which ones, like which thing I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So if I said to you, trying to put it in a way, if I said to you simplify x times x or x plus x,
2x squared, 2x squared, 2x. So would that be 2 root 5?
so this would be 2 root 5.
Oh, let me write that down.
Yeah, can I write that down? So
We did that last time, but yes, carry on, write it down. If I did, and this is the thing, if I said to you root 5 times root 5,
It'd be root 5.
2
No, it'd just be 5.
no, it won't be, will it? 2 root 5 is root 5 and
Root
root
5 squared. that
Okay,
would be-
alright, so then we could have root 5
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
And that would
squared.
be just 5 because it cancels each other out.
Exactly. So that would be 5.
Yeah.
I'll give you a chance to write that.
What would happen if it was root 5 plus root 3?
Okay, so root 5 plus root 3. Now, because these are completely different numbers, that would be the equivalent of doing x plus y. And what do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. So we can't do anything. If I were to do root 5 times root 3, that would be like doing x times y. What can we do? Well, we can, you see, we can do.
Would be root 15.
So this could simplify to root 5 times 3. which is root 15.
And then yesterday you said that you could do 9 plus 6, but like that was like something else you was talking about.
Okay, maybe we'll come back. Go on.
Could it just be 1x, y, or whatever?
So this, if it was algebra, we'd just be writing x, y, but because we've got numbers, we can actually, it's like saying,
5 plus 3, 1 side. Would it be it would just stay the same.
yeah, so this one, there would be no change. When I say no change, I mean no simplification. Okay?
Wait.
I am. Yes.
Okay, so for the root 5 times root 5 equals root 5 squared.
Yeah.
And it equals 5.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense to write plus or minus 5 in this situation, but if someone just gave you root 5 squared, then you could write plus or minus 5?
Well, no, actually, very, very good question. Is everyone paying attention to this?
Yes.
Right. So, the question I've just done, and it's a great, great question. Remember we talked before, the square root of a number has 2 answers, yeah?
Yeah.
Positive and negative. And as we've just been asked, well, does that mean that square root 5 squared has 2 answers?
No.
Why not?
Because if you times a positive by a positive or a negative by a negative, it's always positive.
Okay, so I think to answer your question properly, the root 5 bit would have a positive and negative answer.
Yeah, so
But then by squaring it, they all become positive. So root 5 times root 5 would be 5.
but if you were just given the question, solve root 5 squared, then it could be plus or minus 5.
No,
No.
that's what we just said. Because root 5 can be positive, negative, but root 5 squared will only be positive.
Then when do you use plus or minus?
When it's only the root on its own, no squaring. So if I said just x squared is, sorry, I didn't mean to put a root. If I said x squared equals 5, and I said solve that, you would tell me that x is the square root of 5, which is plus and minus. There's no squaring it afterwards. What we're doing at the moment is simplifying the surds. Does that answer your question?
Oh,
Wait.
Yeah.
But if you do that, and for example, if you have root 49,
Yeah.
and you would try to cancel out the root, would it also be plus and minus 7? Or can it just be plus or minus in the root sign?
I'm not quite sure. I'd have to write it out, but I know how. So if you're saying what, sorry? If we're doing root 49,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you just want to get, what's root 49? Root 49 is 7. But is it plus or minus 7?
this would be plus or minus 7, yeah.
So it can
Right.
be in the root and without the root?
No, you can't have a negative in the root.
But no, but the 5 is before the root. Because it's plus and minus 5. And the other one is,
Yes, right, okay, I get you. So why have I written plus or minus 7 and not plus or minus 5? Because this, root 5, is the square root of a prime number, so I can't write that any other way. Whereas
but
this
if you-
one I can. So it's
so
the same thing. I can write here plus and minus the square root of 49,
Yeah.
which is plus or minus 7. Here, there's no equivalent of the plus or minus 7. It doesn't give me a...
So if you had that in a decimal number, then you would not.
Yeah,
have it.
that's it,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I get it.
Go on.
Oh yes. If we didn't write plus or minus on a test, would we get it wrong?
Yes.
So,
Like in a GCSE.
right, this is an important thing. So when we're just doing surds, when we're simplifying surds at this stage, you don't have to worry about the plus and minus thing, right? We'll deal with surds, we'll just deal with it as positives, right? When you move into the higher levels of maths and you're trying to solve something where surds are involved, you may well have to consider that there is a positive solution and a negative solution. What you will have to do is when we solve quadratics,
What's quadratic?
quadratics are x squareds, a function x squared, U-shaped graphs. You're going to get to that point. When we get to solving those, you will need to know that there are two solutions. And by knowing that when you square root there are two solutions, that will help you at that stage. But at this stage, don't worry too much about that.
Is that the thing on our calculator, that little button that like makes it like some really weird curved line on like a graph? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
you can draw graphs of quadratics and things, yes. Okay. All right, so now, so we've got lots of different stages here. So maybe, okay, I'm going to stop recording because it's going to get really long otherwise. Right, I just want to finish off just to gauge sort of where we're at. So, can you just focus on me and the board for the moment? Obviously, I know we need more work on surds, but I just kind of want to know. So if I asked you to simplify, by the way, this video and everything's going to go on Firefly, and so you can always recap if you want.
Is it also video the board?
Well, it videos
That's like a
this.
screen recorder?
Oh, so
It's a screen recorder. Can't see you,
Oh,
so
I
you
thought
can
you
hear
could
you.
see us.
It's like the
So if I ask you to simplify root 50, just put your hand up if you know how to do that. Now I might just be going, yeah, that's the easiest thing you all know. I don't want to know the answer, I just want to know who knows how to do it. Everyone, awesome, right. So you all know that that would be 5 root 2. Yeah, so I don't need to go through that. That was what you all had in mind, yeah? If I said to you root 3 plus 2 root 3, who knows how to simplify that? Just put your hand up if you know how.
Is the answer 3?
Just put your hand up if you know what the answer is.
I think I know.
You think you know.
Can you say what the answer to see if I
Yeah,
know?
no, well, I'll tell you the answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we're a little bit grey on that area. So who can tell me what it is? No, tell me what the...
Is it 3 root 3?
It would be 3 root 3. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's like having x.
That's algebra.
Now, if I said simplify 5 root 5 minus 2 root 3 plus root 5, who knows how to do that? Okay, Ali, go on then.
It would be 6 root 5 minus 2 root 3.
Minus 2 root 3. Is that what you all had?
No.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, what I would like to be doing, if at any point we've kind of, yeah, I didn't know how to do that, that's a point that you know you need to go home and do a bit of work on. Alright?
So imagine the square
Oh,
root of
I get
x
it.
and the different ones y.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This would be 5x minus 2y's plus an x.
Yeah, I get
Root
it.
5's are x's, different one is y. What about if I were to ask you to simplify root 2 times 2 plus 3 root 2? So this is kind of, put your hand up if you know how to do that. Girls, me. You can do it afterwards if you like. I love focus. Put your hand up if you know how to do that. So if your hands aren't up, means you're not too sure, yeah? Okay. You don't have to do that. Okay. Gabrielle, would you like to talk us through it?
So you do 2 root 2,
So we're multiplying out the brackets. So 2 root 2.
and then plus 2 times 3 root 2.
Okay, I'm just going to expand, write it out in full. So it would be root 2 times 3 times root 2. Okay? And that does simplify because root 2 times root 2 is
2.
2. So then it becomes 3 times 2, which is 6. So we end up with 2 root 2 plus 6.
Wait, couldn't I simplify that a different way and say
Yeah, it wasn't
4 root 2 plus 3?
4 root 2.
Because you have the 2 there.
Yeah, but, okay, so this takes you back to algebra. What if I were to say to you, I'm conscious of the time, what if I were to say to you, expand x times 2 plus 3x?
Oh, it would be x squared.
So it would be 2x plus 3x squared. Would it be 2x plus 4x? No. So this is a good way to think. I think your algebraic skills are pretty good.
And then it would still, so we could do 3 root 2 squared and then still be 3 times 2.
Yeah, it would, exactly. Yeah. Yes?
And then what do we explain the simplified 50?
Quickly explain this one. Okay, so this was, you can split it into factors, and we were chatting over here, it's only interesting if we have a square number factor. So over here I would try and divide by 4, 9, 25. I know that this is 25 times 2. Now that can be split into root 25 times root 2. Now root 25 is 5, so it's 5 root 2.
But,
Yes?
but then it must be plus minus 5, right?
See, that's, but can I ask, so think about this, you would say is plus or minus root 25, but then isn't this plus or minus root 2? So wouldn't the plus or minuses just kind of give you like 3 possible options, 2 possible? It could be plus 5 minus root 2, minus 5, plus root 2, minus 5, plus. There's like 4 different combinations there, because both of them could be plus and minus. So at the moment, all we're going to worry about is the pluses. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Right. Now, homework. It's not specifically set homework. I would like to move on. I want to get to the rationalising denominating things. So, whatever stage you feel you had to work on, I would like you to work on it. I know I've said this before. Come and ask for help if you need. Email me saying I don't get this one. I can always record something and make it available to you to help you. But you have to be proactive and ask those questions. Please don't leave it lesson after lesson after lesson with the same barriers. Make an effort, go through those 2 exercises, make sure you can do them all. You can't do something about it, and speak to me or another math teacher or however you want. Okay? Because we are going to have some form of assessment on just on surds. Okay? Alright, see you later.
And I'll do that.